Hey everybody, it's Christine Ernst, the Fat Ass Cancer Bitch, back for the next installment in my video podcast series. Here coming to you from my writing cottage in Sandwich, Massachusetts on Cape Cod. The piece I'm going to read today is an old favorite. It's one that I get requests for all the time. My Christmas mug with my peppermint mocha coffee. It's about a thrift shop, my very favorite thrift shop, perhaps the best thrift shop in the whole world. It's called Fold. There's a line. A long one. Saturday at the P is a busy day. The St. Vincent de Paul Society Thrift Shop in Kentuit, Massachusetts, on Route 28, known as simply the P, sometimes the V to P, also the Vatican. Run by the Catholic Church up the street, staffed by a very large group of very old women. I go almost every Saturday, sort of like Mass for this lapsed Catholic. Today is busy. It's the annual Christmas Bazaar. Haha, the V2P rents several storage units to house all of their holiday donations during the year, and they haul it all out for this one event. Dozens of fake trees, thousands of tree stands, a million lights, boxes upon bags upon laundry baskets of ornaments, stockings, nativity scenes, knickknacks, yard decorations, hostess gifts, advent wreaths, about 7,000 of those off-white plastic window candles with the orangey bulb and the fake drippy wax. So much stuff. It's a yearly event, and the parking lot today is packed. In addition to which, all of the clothing inside at the V2P is half off today. Oh, it's practically a free-for-all. Festive chaos, tons of folks with armloads of stuff, so there's the line. Complicated by the fact that the woman at the head of the line right now has a voucher, meaning that she is in a pickle and applied to the Church Aid Society and received a voucher to shop here. Sort of like a gift certificate, but for you stuff. Most of us in line are regulars. We come here hunting for treasure. The cashmere scarf, the perfect chair for the guest room, the vintage tablecloth. Just last week, I scored a brand new bundt pan, even though I don't bake. Today, I'm in line to buy some Christmassy highball glasses and a red velvet tree skirt. Most of us shop here for fun. But the woman jamming up the line today, that's getting longer by the minute, has a voucher. Has a mountain of stuff on the counter, mostly children's clothing. By the look of it, she has at least an infant and a toddler and a couple of school-age kids. She's got jeans and sweatshirts and t-shirts, socks and onesies and fleecies, coats, sneakers, snow boots, mittens and hats, a red plaid jumper with a frilly white collar for a little girl, a green velvet holiday dress for an infant, a little sweater with a snowman on it for a toddler, a bright blue snowsuit, also a stack of towels and a couple of sheets, and even a brand new, in the bag, still with the tags on, Star Wars twin-size comforter with matching sham. Well played, voucher lady. Janet is ringing each item in. She's 83 and sporting a Santa hat today. And Peg, who's 87, if she's a day, wearing her Keep the Christ in Christmas button on her poinsettia vest, is folding and bagging. So slowly. Taking time to exclaim over each thing. Would you look at that, hardly worn at all? Or isn't that precious? Janet holds up the snowman sweater and declares it a hand knit. You pay good money for that at a craft fair, let me tell you. Peg congratulates the woman on the Star Wars comforter and tells her, you should save this one for under the tree. So very slowly, excruciatingly, really, the sale is rung in and bagged. The man next to me in line sighs loudly at regular intervals, and people behind him grumble and shift in the way put upon people in lines do. The inconvenience of it all, you know. Guy next to me mumbles, loud enough for most folks to hear. Of course, she has a voucher. As if poor people are the bane of his existence. As if he himself is not in line in a thrift shop to buy a used pair of flannel pajamas. And the woman ahead of me with a pair of candlesticks that look like a pair of reindeer looks back at used pajama dude and rolls her eyes in agreement with him. Like this poor mother with a voucher is totally harshing her Saturday morning Christmas bazaar thrift shopping chill. There is not a single thing for herself on that counter, unless you count those threadbare mismatched towels. She's young. Too young for 4 kids. She's too young for one kid. 24, 25 maybe. Long dark hair, skinny, ripped jeans, pale skin with freckles but haggard, her nails chewed to the cuticle. She looks young and old at the same time, one of those people with their hard life written on their face, in their posture. She is anxious, aware of the impatient line behind her, aware of her voucher. But Janet and Peg are in no rush. If anything, they slow down, folding everything just so, as if they know that no one takes time for this woman. All the kids' clothing that's lovingly stowed in a Gap bag. All the linens go into a Williams-Sonoma holiday tote with rope handles. It's like the best bag that Peg and Janet have behind their counter. In their whole collection, they've been waiting for this one special customer to haul it out. The comforter goes into an oversized Christmas gift bag like it's a huge present. Peg and Janet pamper this woman in a way that only old Catholic thrift shop ladies know how, like they're packing her trousseau, her hope chest. Now they mutter over the total, checking and rechecking the number. Because if you have a voucher, you want to use it to the penny because there's no cash back on a voucher, and if it's over, it's a good bet that the person holding the voucher can't cover the difference in cash, and the P does not take a check. Finally, Janet announces at last that there is $1.75 left over, and the line groans in unison. Great. She's going to have to go back into the shop and pick something else out for her 3 or 5 or 11 kids. We're going to have to wait in this damn line a little longer. Jesus Christ. But Peg says, I know just the thing. And she scoots out from behind the counter and out into the shop. For 87, she's pretty fast. She returns in a flash, triumphant, with a dress. Like a bridesmaid's dress from 1987. It's a gown, really impractical. But the color? Oh, the color, so beautiful. Deep, pinky, rosy red. This color is perfect for you, Peg says. And she holds it up to the woman, and it is indeed perfect. The line almost gasps. Her skin, her coloring, the dress transforms her. Peg says, you would be so lovely in this. Like Peg is fairy godmother, and tonight is the ball. Everyone in line holds their breath. Peg tears the $10 ticket off the sleeve and slides it into her pocket. She gives Janet an even look. She says, that's $1.75, Janet. Janet nods knowingly. They're like the nuns in The Sound of Music at the end when they take the distributor cap out of the Nazi's car. Janet repeats, $1.75, and punches the numbers in. Then Peg folds the dress, and the line is mesmerized. One, because it's a lesson in the dying art of ball gown folding. And two, because it is an act of sublime tenderness. Peg can't reach across the counter and touch this woman, this complete stranger. Stroke her hair, press her hand to her cheek. Tell her that in this moment she is cherished. In this moment, she is a beloved child of God. But she can fold this lovely dress, so gently tucking the crinoline, folding the bow, smoothing the sleeves, she folds this dress like a sacrament. Like Jesus washing the feet of his disciples. There's a change in the line now, a lightning, a joy, a gladness for this woman. Also a silent cheer that the sale is almost complete, for sure, don't get me wrong. But a shift now for this woman. Toward her. We lean in behind her. As if the dress, or the gesture of the dress, the patient, slow folding of this dress make eye-rolling lady in used pajama dude. Imagine the woman with the voucher as someone else. A daughter. A sister. A mother who loves her kids. As if just by witnessing Peg fold that dress makes us in line, impatient us, privileged us, make inconvenienced us merciful too. Janet and Peg finish the sale, and they're all business again. They sign off on the voucher and hand over all the bags. The woman thanks them sheepishly and starts to leave, avoiding eye contact with us in line. Peg calls after her, "Don't forget your Star Wars comforter, that's a prize!" And she hands the huge bag over the counter with that big tote, the one that looks like a huge Christmas present. She makes a joke. "May the Force be with you!" Dear folks, good people, peal the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. May the Force be with us all this season. Thanks so much. Mwah. I'll see you next week.